There's an old adage on the coast that if you live long enough, you've seen 3 bad storms. And that's just the old rule of thumb. If you live a normal life, you'll have 3 bad ones. But we had Cat 3 wind and Cat 5 water, which hadn't happened as long as we've had written records for the Gulf Coast.
I wanted to get back to the bank to see what was left. And I'll never forget the feeling I had when I pulled up and saw that, the 15-story building basically destroyed. The chairman and CEO at the time said we need to get the economy started as quick as we can. With no electricity and no electricity in sight, you could have literally a pocket full of debit cards and credit cards, and they were totally worthless. It was strictly a cash economy. We all came to the same conclusion: we've got to get cash available. We found ATMs in debris piles, opened them up, and simply took garbage bags, heavy-duty garbage bags, and dumped the silt, sand, and salt water and currency all mixed together. Someone was able to bring a washing machine and a dryer from their home, and we set it up and started literally laundering money.
People needed to see normal returning. And the one thing that we could give them normal was money that looked normal. So we learned how to iron the money and strap it together to where it looked just like it had come out of the Federal Reserve.
And there was no electricity, so we had to simply operate with folding chairs and tables. We made up homemade checks.
It was IOUs and little pieces of yellow sticky notes and whatever you could find to write something on.
And had them sign it, and that became a negotiable instrument.
Well, imagine running into a room full of people with ironing boards, getting sacks of money that may have $1 million on it, and running around the Mississippi Gulf Coast with $8 or $10 million of cash, the trunk of a Ford LTD, to wherever they needed it the fastest. That was the courier operation for money. The decision to take care of people out in the field, to take some risk, wasn't one that was made in a boardroom in our executive team meeting. Our boardroom was gone. We didn't know where the board was. I mean, we couldn't find each other very well. Those decisions were made in the field. That wasn't the top of the house. That was the house itself making that decision.
Within 24 hours of opening these temporary branches, it was immediate that we were making a difference. When I had people that were coming up, bringing water to us because of what we were doing, we knew we were doing the right thing.
Staff could have left. They could have left. Very few did. I hadn't thought about that in a long time.
Two days before the storm, I'd taken our management team off-site for strategic planning. We actually went back and looked and found the actual original incorporation documents. All of it's handwritten, back in dated 1899. Not once does it say anything about profit. Our mission is to help people achieve their financial goals and dreams. Our purpose is to provide financial services to our communities to facilitate commerce and create opportunities for people. Nothing about profit, but we gave probably close to $50 million of cash that circulated over that period of time, and we only lost $200,000. And so, yes, there was a risk-reward proposition. The reward, though, was getting the economy back up and running. By being open the day after the storm with folding chairs and folding tables, providing cash to customers and non-customers, we grew $1.4 billion the 90 days after Katrina. For a little simple coastal Mississippi bank, that's pretty phenomenal.